And she also has a bend at the knee. She's like, ooh, ooh. All right, there we go. We are all mic'd up. Battery is 100%. Let's do this. What's up, Seahorse Army? Welcome back. It is a beautiful summer morning here in California, sunny California. It's been a while since I've done a doll review outside, and the weather is really nice. It is gonna be really unbelievably hot later today. So I'm not staying outside, but for right now, I'm gonna enjoy it while it's still, it's already like 72 degrees. Like, let's be real. But you know, I'm able, this is comfortable. This is like the comfort zone. Any hotter than this, it's gonna start, you know, like being uncomfortable. So I should probably hurry. Anyway, hi. So I wanted to do, I have a couple dolls to review. A doll set and a doll. One of them is a brand new set. It's a collector set, which is what I'm gonna be looking at today, and the other one is a vintage doll. So this is going to be a separate video. I don't know when these videos are going to be posted. I've been recording a lot of videos and posting them out of order, so I don't know when these are going to be posted. But I did get the Special Sparkles Collection Jasmine doll from 1994. I believe. Yeah, 1994. I remembered. Anyway, but I have this doll, and I'm super excited because this is a doll from my childhood. Not one that I had, but one of my friends had and I played with a lot. So I'm like extremely excited for this doll. I will be unboxing that and reviewing that in another video. But for today, you saw the thumbnail. Why am I like making it like all a mystery and everything? Like, surprise! No, you saw the thumbnail. You know what the title and everything. I'm looking at the new gift set. Why am I calling it a gift set? What is going on? I've had caffeine, can you tell? Anyway, we're looking at the Sleeping Beauty and Maleficent set from Mattel. I'm actually really excited for this set because I have really been enjoying the collector Disney dolls that Mattel has been putting out. Now, the price points have been all over the place. The quality and maybe not so much the quality per se, but the amount of details has been all over the place. So I know that like some people like some of the collector dolls and not others for various reasons between the price and what you're getting for the price. And I totally get it. I'm going to be 100% honest with this review. This set was $100. I got it on Amazon. I got to use a lot of my rewards points because I have an Amazon credit card and I buy a lot of stuff off Amazon, so I was able to use my rewards to pay for a small part of this. But yeah, the set is $100. You do get Sleeping Beauty and Maleficent, so two dolls, so basically $50 each. And keeping that in mind, I will be giving you my honest opinion about them. But before I do that, just two quick reminders. One, if you enjoy content like this, like doll content, reviews, doll hunting, that kind of stuff, I do this all the time. I post like a minimum of 2 videos each week. So if you're not already subscribed, why not go ahead and subscribe to join the Seahorse Army? The second reminder, or not really a reminder, but just to let you know, if you find yourself liking this set and you want to get it for yourself, I will have a link down in the description of this video. It's an affiliate link to Amazon. So if you want to buy it for yourself, you can. If you use that link, it is an affiliate link. I do get just a little bit of a commission. Anyway, let's start looking at the dolls. Okay, right off the bat, I love this box. Look, you can see there's Maleficent and there's Sleeping Beauty. I love the way that this is displayed. I think this is so clever. This is actually an outer box. It slides off. The back is completely solid black. There's no details or words or anything. On this side it says Aurora, and you can kind of see in the reflection there is like roses in what I always forget what this is called. Is this embossing? I don't know, where it's like it's a matte background but then there's reflective pictures. And then on the other side it says Maleficent, and instead of roses you've got the embossing here is like flames like fire. Yeah, because her whole thing is like that green fire. Anyway, so yeah, and on the top here it does say Disney Collector, so it is an official Disney Collector doll set. It is just simply manufactured by Mattel. Now, this is an outer layer, it slides off, so I'm just gonna do this, slide this off here, and now you can actually see the dolls. Now, what I love about this, there's a simplicity, there's a beauty to the simplicity of this packaging. If you are an inbox collector, this is nice because this is a really thick, like you can kind of see the thickness of it. This is a really thick box. It's not like the Monster High Haunt Couture coffins. Like, it's not like that. That's like, I don't know, like I don't even know what that kind of material is called, but it's the really dense material, the dense board. This is more like cardboard, you know, like it's not quite as nice as that, but it's still very nice for being this type of box. And you have a plastic dust cover. So this is an amazing like presentation for when you get the box, and it's like all the thorns and everything, because obviously if you've seen Sleeping Beauty, you know that like all of the vines with the thorns start growing around the kingdom and stuff like that. That is a really awesome presentation, but this is great for display because you've got a dust cover, so they're not going to get all dusty. You can set them on their shelf. It's nice and open. There is nothing printed on the dust cover, so you can actually see the dolls, which I like that. Now, because I'm outside, it's very bright, so the dust cover has ridiculous glare, so I will take that off in a second, obviously, and show you, because I am going to be fully unboxing them as well. On the back of this part of the box, there is some information. So although it's not on the outer cover, they do still have information here. So on the back, at the top, it says Disney Collector. It says Maleficent and Aurora, and then it says Maleficent tricks the hypnotized Aurora into touching the spindle, fulfilling the villain's prophecy. This classic Disney Sleeping Beauty scene is captured in this collector's edition set, with hopeful Aurora in a blue dress and villainous Maleficent in a flame-inspired cape. This dramatic movie moment is yours to keep forever in your doll collection. And then it says it again in 3 additional languages. I like that. I love that this is supposed to be a movie scene, like a scene taken from the movie. I also love the fact that we get Aurora in a blue dress. We don't have that many Princess Auroras in her blue dress for a collector doll, or collector doll, let alone any doll. There are a few. In fact, I have one of them, like from the Disneyland 65th anniversary doll. That one, she is in her blue dress, which they did also later release the same doll later on in her pink dress, and I have both of them. And recently we did get a different Sleeping Beauty collector doll from Mattel for the Radiance collection, and that she is in a pink dress as well. So I love the fact that they decided to go with blue, and like once I get her out of the box, this dress is really cool. There's things about it that I'm like, I think could be improved on, but there are other things that I'm super excited about and I really genuinely love, so I can't wait to show you that. But yeah, really quick, so on the sides of the box right here, you can see a colored in version of what was on the outside layer. So you got the flames on Maleficent's side, you got the roses on Sleeping Beauty's side. It's so funny, I always like get tied up. I never know what to call her. Should I call her Aurora, Briar Rose, or Sleeping Beauty? Because she has 3 names in the movie. Technically her name is Aurora. Sleeping Beauty is her title, and Briar Rose was the alias that was given to her when the fairies, Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather were hiding her. So I don't know. Let me know in the comment section which of those 3 names is your favorite, or how do you normally refer to this character? Do you say Briar Rose, Aurora, or Sleeping Beauty most? And then Maleficent has other names too, like the Mistress of Evil and stuff like that, but I think everybody just knows to call her Maleficent. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna take this dust cover off. I wanna show you what this looks like in the box still, without a glare. Okay, so here is the way that the dolls are displayed in the box without the dust cover, so now you can kind of see it a little better. So I love that the background, it kind of carries through with the whole rose motif, and then on Maleficent's side with the green flames. Green flame! Okay, anybody else watch Acquisitions Incorporated? Please let me know. I hope I'm not the only one. Any other D&D nerds out there who also watch Ack Inc., let me know in the comment section, and if you get the green flame reference. Anyway, okay. Oh yeah, sorry, I got like sidetracked on a tangent, but oh my god, look, I really like this. I like this so much. I just, it's so simple. But I like what they did with the details, like the background motif on, being different on either side. The way that they're posed is really nice and everything. They look really nice. I feel like I got lucky once again. I've been, it's just a matter of time. One of these dolls that I order from online is going to have a wonky face. Like, okay, why did I have to say that? I literally just put it out into the universe. I need to not manifest that. I need to be happy and grateful that the dolls I've been getting have been pretty good. Like their screenings seem to be pretty good. I don't see any wonkiness. Aurora does have rooted eyelashes, and her eyelashes are a little kind of messed up a little bit, but like I could probably fix that out, honestly. Anyway, all right, well, I am super excited. I just wanted to show you what they look like in the box. I'm just gonna quickly get them out of the box really quick so that way I can show you all the details easier without having to hold up this giant box. So I'm gonna do that, send you guys to a quick break, and I'll be right back. Okay, they are out of the box, and there's a few details that I'm really excited about. I'm gonna go over all of them. I think I wanna start with Aurora. Yeah, I'll just start with she's in my hand. I already said I'm gonna lift this thing down. Okay, so first of all, look at this face. Look at how gorgeous she is. Her eyelashes are just a little bit kind of messed up, but I feel like with the right treatment, like, I can use a steamer or something. Like, there's ways to fix the eyelashes. But this is part of the reason why I've said it in the past, I'm not a huge fan of rooted eyelashes, partially because they get messed up. It's like, they look fine. Like, oh shoot, I wish I would have thought to get my Maleficent doll. A couple years ago, because I've been making custom dolls for Halloween each year for the past several years now, and one of them I repainted a Maleficent doll that I got from the thrift store and gave her a new outfit and everything. If you want to see that, I'll put a link to it up here so that way you can go check that out. I wanted to get her out and do a side-by-side, but she's like in storage with my Halloween stuff, and it's not easy to get to where she's at right now, so I'm just not going to bother with it. But the reason I brought her up is because I did give her false eyelashes. So she has eyelashes. So it's not like I'm completely against them or that I hate them or anything like that. It's just you get situations like this where the eyelashes kind of, if there's anything touching them in the factory or in the box, it can kind of push them into like a not perfect position. That being said, I think they do really add something to the doll. Hers are really long. Like, is it just me, or is this like really long eyelashes for a doll? Like, I mean, it looks fine. Hold on, let me zoom in just a little bit. It looks okay. They're a little messy, and I could probably fix that, but I think I might want to trim them. To be honest, I think I want to try and fix them, which, because they're longer, it'll probably be easier to fix. But honestly, I think that I might want to trim them because they're really long, like not realistic. It's a little plastic lady. Like, what am I saying? We're talking about realism. But anyway, yeah, I always like to appreciate the faces, especially because hers looks so good. It's not wonky at all. Like, I feel like it's just, like perfectly, like everything's where it's supposed to be. I don't really see any defects. I don't know how well it shows on camera. There is some like reflective something, and it's probably like the hair product that got on the face, because there is gel in the end of her hair. So that's probably what I'm seeing on the face, which that means it'll wash off super easily if I wanted to wash that off. That being said, I mean, let's talk about the hair. The hair is beautiful. It's bouncy ringlet curls and everything. I do like it. There's a little bit of box hair situation in the back because of the way she was packaged, but for the most part, it actually looks really good. And it is Saran. Because it is Mattel, Mattel is giving the dolls Saran. Thank you, Mattel. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, I love that they've been giving the dolls Saran hair, at least the collector dolls. I know some of the Playline dolls do use poly, unfortunately, but I love that the collector dolls, at least, look how floppy it is. It's just, anyway. But yeah, no, I love her makeup. She's got like all the light pink makeup, and she has the purple purple eyes because there's that whole thing in Sleeping Beauty where her eyes kind of change color. It's like some scenes they're purple, some scenes they're black, and some scenes they're blue. The black is just an artist thing for like, you know, when they're doing far away shots and they can't put as much detail, then it's just the black eyes. But she has purple eyes whenever there is color in them. But at the end of the movie, when she wakes up, she has blue eyes. And the theory is that when she is under the curse, she has purple eyes. And then when she wakes up at the end and the curse is broken, her eyes go back to her natural color, which is blue. But what I love about that is most Sleeping Beauty dolls, most Aurora dolls have purple eyes, and I love that because I love purple. So anyway, so she has the purple eyes, which I love. She's got the little swoop-de-doop. Her crown is a little askew. It's pinned on, you know, with the little ties. I'm not gonna fix it. I might fix it in the future, but right now I'm not gonna worry about it because it's kind of like stuck in place. You can kind of see one of the ties right there. But it's a little off center, so that is a little wah, wah. But I mean, if that's the worst about this doll, like, there's no room for complaint here. I am not going to complain about it. That being said, she is, of course, in her blue dress, which I love. But look at this. It's pink down here. Like, it kind of fades to a purple and then pink because in the movie, the dress changes colors. And I love that they are starting to incorporate this for Sleeping Beauty, Aurora, Briar Rose, throughout, like wherever you're seeing her, in her dolls, in the artwork, in the pins, in the Disney parks, like in the parade. Oh my gosh, can we just talk about the Magic Happens parade? Her dress, I want to see if I can find a clip or if I can find a picture of it, but it's made of a material that has a color shift. It shifts from blue to pink while she's dancing on the parade. Now, don't be fooled by those TikToks or those videos where they're like, oh, technology is getting so good that the whole dress is actually changing from blue to pink. Somebody photoshopped it or they edited it, and you know, that's editing. That's not real. But the one where it's the material itself is a color shift. Like, it's not perfect. It's not the whole dress blue and then the whole dress pink, but like different parts of the dress will be different colors at different times. And I love that they're starting to incorporate that. I also absolutely love how it's incorporated here just because it looks so good. I mean, she's blue dress and then it just fades to pink dress. And then look at this. You could see, look how like iridescent the details, like there's this painted on, or I don't know how this is applied, like applique or whatever, it's like paint, but they're like roses, but they're all like iridescent and like they go from pink to like a green and then to like an orange, like, or in the, yeah, pink, purple, blue, green, or like it's a whole rainbow, but it's all iridescent and it goes all the way around to the back, which I appreciate. This is so pretty. Like the color itself is beautiful, but adding this iridescent roses and everything is just, I love that. The top half of the dress is a little plain, I will admit, because if you compare it to like the Radiance collection, once again, I could have brought that out here and compared it and I didn't. Actually, let me go get that real quick. Here we go. So here is the Radiance collection Aurora. What? I just not too long ago was talking about the Radiance collection Belle doll. Anyway, the Radiance collection Sleeping Beauty, we'll just call her Sleeping Beauty. Anyway, so, and you can kind of see them side by side. So if you look at this one, like there's a lot more detail and like gold filigree and whatever. I don't know what it's actually filigree, but anyway, there's like gold details in the pattern. There's like these plastic like gemstones applied everywhere. There's just like a lot more going on. So by comparison, this looks a lot more simplistic. And the little peplum or whatever you want to call this is unfinished, like it's not hemmed. Whereas this, it's like scalloped and like she has this extra like train, I don't know. Anyway, so like there's when you compare them side by side, there is a difference. However, keep in mind this doll was $75 and this doll was technically $50 because it's part of a set and each doll is $50, so $100 for the whole thing. So there is that difference there that I will mention. I also did notice though that this one did not have rooted eyelashes, and I'm like looking at these and honestly they have the same face screening, but I think this one kind of looks better. Here's the thing, I don't need to do this, but I've been putting the Mattel dolls on Made to Move bodies and giving them illy outfits, like a little makeover, and like, sorry, another side tangent, but I've been wanting to do that for all of the Disney princesses, including Sleeping Beauty, and I was thinking, oh, well now I have 2 collector dolls. depending on which one I like better, I can keep that one in, you know, the collector outfit and put the other one on a made to move and blah, blah, blah. I don't know if I want to do that because both of these are so good. Anyway, like if anything, I kind of like this one better, the new one, like her face, the rooted eyelashes, her hair, the screening is a little bit better. And then put her in this dress because this dress is a little bit better, although I like the color of this dress more. I don't know. And then like this one would be the made to move and whatever. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna, like, I'm gonna keep these the way they are. And for Aurora specifically, I'm going to get the Playline version to do my Illy makeover. Because I have a feeling that the Playline version does use Saran as well. It's hard to tell just by looking at the doll, but when I'm in the store, if you look at the ballerina version of Cinderella, she has like platinum blonde hair, and I did get her, and she has Polly. But when you look at the regular Playline one in her normal dress, that's like a couple dollars more expensive, the hair is the same color as the collector Cinderella doll, so I think it is Saran. And this one, the Playline version looks the same in the box, so I'm assuming that the Playline version is also Saran. So, sorry, that was a side tangent. Let's get back to these dolls. Anyway, I did want to do kind of like a side-by-side comparison so you can kind of see the two collector dolls for Sleeping Beauty that we've gotten from Mattel so far. I really like these dolls. I know a lot of people were like complaining about the simplicity of the top here, but I mean both skirts are hemmed, they are finished, the pattern goes all the way around, you know, stuff like that. The material, even though it is not hemmed, it doesn't really need to be because it's, well, it feels like they did that thing where you kind of burn the edge so it doesn't fray, but honestly sometimes in some layers you don't want to hem it because it becomes a little too bulky, so that's the reason why. Plus the material is actually really nice material. Like you can't tell on pictures normally, but feeling it in person, this material that they use is actually a really nice material, and it's all shiny, it's all metallic. It's not showing up on camera very well, but just trust me, it's very metallic, and I do like that. So I don't know, like the details, like the way it's done, there's a quality to it. It's just a little bit more simplistic, and I think people were complaining about it because after seeing this doll, they're like, well, okay, why? And it's like, just because, yeah, like, you know, $75 versus $50 basically. Now these dolls, both Maleficent and Sleeping Beauty, do come with a stand. They're the same type of stand. I'll show you Maleficent's when I show you her, but this is the stand that you get for Sleeping Beauty. It's a gold base with like the swirly patterns behind it. It says Disney right here, and then it's one of these stands where it is a saddle stand, but it also has the clips that go around the legs. I love that because these are the most sturdy stands in my opinion, especially for dolls that have dresses, because I don't like the C-clips as much because sometimes it can mess up the doll's outfit. So I really appreciate these. Now, when I was getting them out of the box, I noticed something. Ooh, she's fully articulated. Okay, cool. She is fully articulated, and I'm so happy about that. So, okay, movement at the head, movement at the shoulder, bend at the elbow and the wrist. There is movement in the hip, obviously, but she also has a bend at the knee, and it's a really good, like, it's better than Barbie Extra. Like, I always kind of complain, Barbie Extra was technically fully articulated, but they didn't have as big of a range of movement. These have good range of movement. I'm so excited. I did want to show this because Maleficent had them too, but I cut them off of Maleficent. But I wanted to show, I stopped myself before cutting these off because I wanted to show you. There are little knee protectors. So I'm wondering if, like, we know Mattel doesn't like to give articulation to collector dolls. You know, Exhibit A is going to be this doll right here. She does not have a bend in the knees. She has a bend in the elbows and the wrist, but no bend in the knees. Which is unfortunate. At least she's got the arms and wrists. I mean, I'll give them that. But I really wish that she just had that bend in the knees as well. And I think that Mattel listened to us because I think enough people complained, and based off feedback, they're like, okay, they want articulated knees. Let's give her the articulation. And Maleficent has it as well. So I'm actually really excited. I'll show you more about that here in a second. Oh, I knocked off one of her shoes. But we know that Mattel doesn't like to give collector dolls articulation because it costs more to produce, and most collector dolls usually, I think they expect a lot of collectors to keep the dolls in the box, so they're gonna be in that one pose forever. case in point is Barbie. Like most collector Barbies are on a Model Muse body or Silkstone, and there's not a lot of articulation in those dolls. In fact, it's kind of expected to not have a lot of articulation. And some collectors prefer that, and that's totally fine. For me, I do take my dolls out of the box and I like to pose them on my shelf or in photography, so I want more posability. That's just for me personally, that's what I want. So I'm really happy that these dolls have the articulation. Oh, I almost overlooked her accessory, so let me quickly show you. So this is the crown that she has. It's basically the same crown. Wait, where you're not in frame. There we go. Focus. There we go. It's very similar to the crown that the other doll has. It's not exactly the same mold. We did get a slightly different mold. They redid it, which is nice. You know, they're not just reusing the mold. But anyway, so that is the crown that she's wearing. And then she does not have earrings. Her ears are not pierced, but she does have a necklace. So there's the necklace. And then here are her shoes. So her shoes are blue since she's got a blue dress. She's got blue shoes. They have some really cute molded details with roses on the front. No painted details, but I mean, that's fine. Like, it would have been nice to have some painted details because I'm always looking for more details, but I'm not upset about it. Whew, it's starting to get hot. I had to turn on the fans and the misters, and hopefully it'll like help keep it cool out here so I can keep going because I want to finish the video out here and not have to move inside. Anyway, let's take a look at Maleficent. So first of all, this is Maleficent's stand. The base is different. This looks like, I don't know if it's, I think it's unique to her, because if you look at the other one looks similar to like what the other Disney princesses get. This one has like a geometric gem shape, and it's got like vines all over it. So I think this is a unique stand for Maleficent, which that's really cool. Anytime that they come out with a new mold or sculpt or whatever that's unique to this character, like, I'm all for it. Anyway, this, because of the way that this is, it does take a little bit of convincing to go up her dress, because it is kind of sewn like really tight around her hip area. So you got to be careful. You don't want to like rip the dress or anything, but it is that same kind of stand and is very sturdy, and I do appreciate it. Anyway, so let's take a look at the Mistress of Evil herself. Oh my gosh, look at her. Okay, hold on. We got to get the close up. Look at her face. Oh my God. Yes. I love it. I love it so much. And I love that they added this frill. I did not get the collector doll that came out, was it last year? Anyway, there was, I think Mattel came out with another collector Maleficent doll. I did not get that one, and that one looks really cool, but it was a little bit pricey, and I had just bought a couple Monster High collector dolls, and I'm like, ooh, I need to cool it down, so I didn't get her. She might still be available on Mattel Creations, I don't know, but I'm really happy with this one, so I'm okay with like not being able to have that one because I have this one. But anyway, so her face just looks really good. I feel like the other one is like a very like high fashion version. This one is more movie accurate, and I do appreciate that. But I do like that they gave her like this frill. I don't remember in the movie if she had this frill or not. I don't think she did, but I do like the addition of it. It is part of her head sculpt, so it is actually attached. You know, along with obviously her horns and everything. She also has rooted eyelashes, which is really cool. It just adds to the drama. And I love the sideways glance. I love that. Anyway, so let's talk about her outfit, because her outfit is amazing. It has really good material. This is a black velvet. Like, she's got velvet. Oh my gosh. And then this material, the shiny material, this is stuff like I've used this in the past. It's a thick material. It's got like the reflective painted dots that are kind of iridescent on it. I have no idea what it's called, but it's really nice material. Like, her whole outfit is really nice material. The pink part is kind of like a satin material, and so is the purple, although the purple is a little bit more rough and the pink is way more silky smooth. So like, they're using different textiles, different textures, and this material goes all the way to the back. They didn't just do like the cheapest material, well, unless if this is the cheapest, I don't know. But you know, like the reflective part does go all the way around to the back, which I genuinely appreciate, because so many dolls recently, or in the past few years, I should say, they'll have like a cool pattern or a nice fabric, and then it stops, and they just do a solid, cheaper fabric in the back, because they're like, oh, if it's gonna stay in the box, you'll never see it. And I'm like, no, I took it out of the box, so I am seeing it. But I love that she also has, like, under the arms, she's got these, like, the purple fabric kind of comes down and does this, like, fire thing or, like, whatever, I don't know. And it's got, like, an extra layer of the mesh just to kind of create that wispiness. Like, it just looks so good. And it actually, I saw a video clip from the movie, and this outfit is actually quite accurate to the movie, to the animated movie. So I actually really do like her collar can hide her face if she's feeling shy. Okay, I'm trying to figure this out because the way, oh, okay, I see. Because it's supposed to be curved around and then like curved down. There we go. Anyway, the whole thing like comes off. It's all one piece. The collar velcros in the back if you want to change her outfit for some reason. She also does have the same articulation. So movement at the head, at the shoulder, at the elbow, and the wrist. She has a movement at the hips so she can sit down. And she also has a bend at the knee. She's like, ooh, ooh. Why does Maleficent remind me of Betty Boop like this? Anyway, all that to say that we've got the articulation there. So, that's what I was going to say earlier. They had the knee protectors on, and I'm wondering if the reason they don't do the articulation is because they're worried that it's going to break, and if it's a collector doll, they don't want that. So the less parts that are possible to break or not go right, the better, in their opinion, maybe, I'm assuming. So they were worried about it, so they had the little knee protectors on, which I don't get because I see plenty of dolls that are packaged without the knee protectors, but they do have knee articulation. And I noticed they usually only do that for collector dolls. Speaking of which, also underneath her dress, let's see if I could just show you. Yeah, okay. So underneath her dress, she has a plastic casing or whatever. Like there's another little and it's actually sewn. Oh wow, okay, well it's sewn with thread. You can kind of see the seam over the shoulder. Anyway, like she has a little plastic slip basically, and usually when they do that, it's to protect the doll from staining, because whatever material that they used probably is prone to staining, either prone to staining or they just are taking a precaution and making sure it doesn't stain. So either one of those, but the little slip does cover her arms completely. So I'm thinking it's probably like this black velvet, or maybe it's the purple fabric, I don't know. But yeah, so she has the little protector there. Now she does come with the staff. I would say that the staff is the one thing that I'm like low-key disappointed on, and it's not even that bad. Like it's kind of simple, which is fine. I think in the movie it was relatively simple. I love the color. I love this like acid green neon highlighter color. Like it's the same color that I have on the case on my phone. So like, of course I love the color, but it's just very, very simple. It's also short. Like if she has it on the ground next to her, it only comes up this high. And I don't remember in the movie how like off the top of my head how long her staff was. I like the one that I made for my Maleficent doll. I made it look like it's like made out of wood or like out of a branch, and then it's got something on I don't know, it was really, I'm really happy how that turned out. But she is able to hold it. There is like a little whatever you call it, the little thing that goes around her fingers, so that way she's able to like hold on to it, being that she's a doll and can't grip it. But I do like that, and I'm glad that she came with it, because they could have easily just not given it to her. And in fact, a lot of Maleficent dolls that I've seen don't have her staff, but it's part of her whole thing, so I'm glad that they did give it to her. Maleficent really does have some nice legs. She's got dancer legs. I realized I didn't do a good job at showing Maleficent's shoes, so here you go. They're like these really cool gladiator style high heel sandals, and they have like the vines with the thorns going up. So that's kind of cool. And a closer look at her stand. Oh, the shoes match the stand. That's cool. I like that. Oh, that's why it was kind of difficult to put the thing on, because the little slip, the little plastic slip that's protecting the doll was there. It was in the way when I was trying to put her on the stand. Okay, that's what it is. Still be careful. You don't want to rip the dress. But anyway, so now she can stand on the stand. But I am very happy with this set. I don't know. I really, really like this set so much. I do not regret it personally, especially because she's fully articulated. Now, I mean, I know that $100 is a lot for some people. I get it because, you know, we all have our doll budgets and stuff like that. Like I said, I passed on the other Maleficent doll because of my doll budget. But if this is one that you were just trying to decide whether you would like it or not and deciding whether to get it, I like it. I would say yes, get it. It's worth it. And like I said, just as a reminder, I will have a link if you do want to get it for yourself. I do have my affiliate link for the Amazon listing in the description of this video. So if you want to get it for yourself, just as a reminder, that is an affiliate link, so I do get a little bit of a commission if you decide to use it. But yeah, I'm actually really happy with this set, and I think that they are beautiful and they go really well together. That being said, I'm sitting here like the whole time I'm reviewing this, I'm like battling with myself in my head what I want to do, because I mentioned earlier that I was going to use the Playline doll to do the Illy makeover, but honestly, like, I don't have a lot of room on my shelf, and as much as I love the color for this dress, it is very simple, and I'm obsessed with this dress. I love this dress. So I'm really tempted to put this doll in this dress, and then this doll, since she doesn't have full articulation, you know, her knees are not bendable, I'm thinking of putting this doll on a made-to-move body and giving her the Illy makeover, because I genuinely prefer the collector dolls that Mattel has been putting out. I love their screening for their face way more than the Playline ones. The Playline ones look a lot more like innocent and bright and like friendly and like whatever, and these ones just look so much more like fierce and like snatched, and just like they have like more cat eye like makeup, and just like I like it more. For me, for my personal collection, I like it more. So I kind of want to do what I did with Jasmine and Belle. Oh, by the way, I do have a Jasmine. I don't know if it's not out yet. I haven't uploaded it by the time I'm filming this video. I don't know, that might be out after this video, but I did get a second Jasmine doll from the Radiance collection and gave her an Illy makeover. So that video, look forward to that video coming out. But I used the collector doll because I really like the collector face-ups way more than the Playline ones. So I'm still struggling deciding if I want to do that for Aurora / Sleeping Beauty, just because I don't know, do I need 2 collector Sleeping Beauties on my shelf? I don't know, maybe I do. Oh, I don't know. I'm not going to do it right away. I'm going to decide later. I'm still going to get the Playline one and probably start there, and then whatever. I don't know. Now I'm just thinking out loud, which means it's time to end the video. Okay, I'm going to get going. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I want to hear from you. Let me know down in the comment section your thoughts of this set, if this is a set that you plan to get for yourself, or if you already did, because it's been out for a while at this point. I had to pre-order it, and it only just came in the mail like 2 days ago, so I wanted to film this video right away and get the review up for you guys so you can see the video, and maybe it'll help you to decide if you want to get it for yourself or not. So anyway, okay, I'm gonna go. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all the YouTube stuff, and I hope I see you next time. Bye. If you like this video, you can let me know by hitting thumbs up. You can check out some of my other videos by clicking one of the links on the screen. I post new videos every week, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified every time I upload. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next video.